how much does that kind of environment dictate the energy of a game like this, especially when it's so close?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our crowd was incredible. Really appreciate they coming out to support this team, and I thought there were some really great moments in the fourth quarter early where they were loud, and I thought that would be able to kind of boost us to separate, and we just really weren't able to do that. But I hope the crowd will keep coming out and keep supporting this group because they were tremendous today.
Mm-hmm. And then Skylar, obviously, games like this can have a little bit of extra sting on them, right? When it's so close the whole way and you're just playing a little bit from behind the whole time. Maybe it's not the result you guys wanted tonight, but how did you feel about your ability to keep composure throughout the whole game in that situation?
I mean, I think it really comes down to like not having a choice. I think when our group gets really emotional or really frustrated, things tend to go south. So, I mean, we have some people who are really good at keeping their composure and really good at making sure that we're steady throughout the rest of the game. So, I mean, I think it's pretty important.
And just speaking on keeping your composure too, the team entered a 3-minute scoring drought at the end of the fourth quarter there, and just for you, Skylar, as a player, how do you keep your head up in those moments? You know, obviously this game, it didn't go your way in the end, but how do you keep your head up in those moments to just make sure that you're playing the game all the way till the final buzzer?
I mean, for me, it's more when my teammates pour into me, it's like I've got to give back to them. So, I mean, when they're pouring into me, telling me that things are going to be fine, it's kind of hard not to keep your head up. And I mean, keeping your head up shows that it's okay for the rest of us, and everybody kind of, it's energy, like contagious energy for us. So, yeah.
And Coach, in that 3-minute drought at the very end, just what wasn't going right on offense at that moment, and how are you looking to improve on that for future Big East games in those situations?
Well, we missed a lot of opportunities. I mean, I'm not sure there was any offense we could have drawn up. A lot of missed layups, not just in that 3-minute, drought. A lot of missed layups throughout this game. And so I think this was just a sloppy game for us, unfortunately, from an execution standpoint. I thought the same on the defensive end. I don't think we defended as well as we normally do. We had some breakdowns in the scout. We couldn't keep them out of the paint, which was a key to the game. So, it's easy to look at the last 3 minutes, but, certainly it was over the course of 40 minutes. We just didn't play well enough to win, and St. John's deserved to win. They played really well, and they earned it.
Yeah, and they ended up with 5 players scoring double digits tonight. So you spoke a little bit about defensive breakdowns and improving. So what can you do to just prevent that? It was a balanced attack on their part. So what are you hoping to improve from that specifically as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as worried about the balanced attack. I'm more worried about the fact that I think we let those kids kind of get to their spots. And you can't do that. Not in the Big East, not at this level. And number 8, number 1, they were able to get downhill pretty much at will. And when they do that, then they're able to find their other kids at the right spots. And, that I think was what was frustrating. We have to be the type of defensive team that we make things hard for people, and I don't think we made very much hard for them today.
Back to the offensive side, you said there were some lapses in execution, layups, plays in the paint. Did you like the shots that the team was getting the whole game?
First half, I wasn't really pleased. I felt like we missed some shots early, and instead of just continuing to trust our offense, we started to kind of create on our own. I think we talked about at halftime, we had, I think, only 7 assists on 13 made field goals. Was that right? Which for most teams sound good. For us is not very good. So we just weren't moving and sharing the ball. I think, again, we got a little tight because we missed some easy ones, and we have to be able to trust our offense. I thought we were better in the second half. I thought we did a much better job moving, sharing, finding better shots. But obviously the missed layups, missed opportunities really shot us in the foot.
Skylar, you talked about a little bit about the negative emotions and the things that come with that throughout the game, but there were points throughout this game where there were a lot of positive emotions going on. There were some and ones that got a really strong bench reaction, just the team clearly being in it, playing for one another. So what's the importance of that in these, especially close, these conference, these tough games, where you can tell the team is just in this fight together and not losing sight of the game at any point?
I think it's important. I mean, when we have people who are celebrating each other, it makes it easier to kind of fight through the hard, and making sure that we have both feet in and we're present and we're ready to attack kind of whatever's coming next.
Yeah. And there were different players who brought sparks at different points throughout this game, but one of them who started off the game was obviously Jaden. Having her back after her illness the last time we were here, scoring the first 5 points, and she had 10 in the first half. So just what's it like having her back? What does she bring when she's on the court that's going to be valuable for the rest of the season?
Yeah, Jay's really important to what we do, and I would say not just her missing our last game, but she has not been 100% probably about half of November and all of December. So while she was playing, she was not playing at the level that we need her to play, and so, kind of a byproduct of being sick, she had a chance to kind of let her knee calm down, and I thought she practiced really well. She's just got to get her win back. We need to play her more than 25 minutes a game, and again, she's just been kind of hurting a little bit, so we haven't been able to do that. But you're absolutely right. We need Jaden Mason to play at a really high level, defensively, offensively, as a playmaker, for us to be successful. All right, thanks you guys.